opinion research firm Eviderus. KBLA Talk 1580 consistently emerged as the station of choice for Black audiences in the Los Angeles media market and beyond. The survey also revealed that the vast majority of Black audiences are concerned about the lack of Black-owned media and are more likely to listen to talk radio that focuses on issues that impact the Black community. For some reason, the other talk stations haven't quite figured that out.
If you think about KFI, well, KFI only has like a 3% Black listenership. 3%. So there's a good 97% out there to support a station like KBLA.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your Black. Your Black. Your Black.
Hey, so I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
The following audio is meant for equal relationships like married couples, lovers, or friends. However, most of it can be used in the unequal relationship of the parent and the dependent child. One of the most common yet the deepest piece of wisdom when it comes to relationships is to accept the other person unconditionally, to let them have complete freedom. This idea of accepting the other person unconditionally has been around for ages, but we hardly see anyone doing it because it's really hard to do. It definitely works, but reaching that mental state requires solid intention and a great deal of efforts. What does accepting the other person really mean? Briefly, it means the following. You completely accept and welcome all their thoughts, behaviors, habits, personality, etc. You let go of all expectations from them. You also accept their future change or lack of it. They may not change. They may change in a way that you like. They may change in a way that you dislike. Whatever happens, you support them, accept them, and love them unconditionally. Now, those were some big words. Inside, we all kind of expect this from others, but we are unable to do the same. Why? There are a lot of reasons. Today, I'll discuss one such reason. So, a big reason, a big blockage in giving people unconditional freedom is the basic expectations, the bare minimums, the absolute musts that you carry with yourselves. These are the things that you just can't let go of, and they creep into your expectations from others. This is how these bare minimum expectations sound like. At least you should take care of your health. At least respect your mother-in-law. Can you at least pay the bills on time? The only thing I ask of you is wake up on time. At least don't lie. Just do one thing. Fulfill your own promises. Keep your own word. Whatever you do, don't waste food. At least don't fight with me in public. At least don't annoy me intentionally. All I ask is do the normal things which are expected out of a life partner. At least this, at least that. That's the absolute basic. When you say these things to others, you almost wish to convey that if you can't at least do this or that, then you're not even a human. I'm here to tell you that if you want any kind of peace of mind or success in any relationship, you must first drop these at least, these bare minimums, these basic expectations completely. You have to let others choose their own bare minimum things that they need to do. Even if their bare minimum values are leading to their death.
Oh, he just ruined all of your relationships. He said, get rid of the bare minimum. At least you could do this. At least you could do that. At least. Oh, he just destroyed all of your relationships. Or at least 98%. He did. Huh? Tonight's topic, another heater. And listen, this is why I bring Tony on the show. And I'm a little scraped right now because Tony, our parking situation around here is a little sketchy. And Tony wasn't here to hear that clip. So I may play it again so Tony can get a full grasp of what was just said. Tonight's topic, a lot of people struggle with, accept me fully or leave me alone. Have you realized that most people in most relationships are doing a wonderful job of tolerating each other? Not a lot of accepting going on, just a lot of tolerating as Tony walks in. Oh, Lord, this is Tony's topic. Tony talked to me in the cigar lounge. Tony Massey, he's about to get on the mic in a second. Tony was in a cigar lounge. He looked forlorn. He looked sad. He looked a little downtrodden. I said, Tony, what's on your mind? Are you ready to do another show? He said, as a matter of fact, I am. That was his tone. I said, Tony, you ain't got to yell. You just tell me how you feel, brother. And we got into this discussion about whether or not if you should accept your partner completely, unconditionally. And Tony, in his classic elitist style, hell no. What?
First of all, none of that happened.
That's exactly what happened. You said, my grace is on a timer. That's what you said.
It's not on a timer, but it definitely has its limitations. You want grace, find Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Tonight's topic, accept me or leave me alone, a deeper look at if accepting your partner completely is a good or a bad thing. Is your significant other merely tolerating you as opposed to fully accepting you? 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines right now. Do you have to accept everything your partner does? Yes or no, true or false, agree or disagree. Should you accept your partner as they are? Does that mean they get a pass to be less than what they could be? 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. Do you have an obligation to seek opportunities for self-improvement in relationship? Do you have an obligation to self while you're in a relationship to get better? Or do you mandate that your partner should accept you as you are?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
1-800-920-1580. Here we go. Woo!
Someone once told me love is conditional. Love is unconditional. Relationships are very conditional.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why most relationships don't have love.
Exactly.
Here we go. It's about to get ugly. I don't know who we're ministering to tonight, but the church of VOR is about to take off. Are you obligated to do anything in a relationship? How about that? Huh? Is accepting your partner as they are a form of unconditional love? Ladies and gentlemen, when we come forward, I'm going to introduce my brother, Tony Massey. He is the brainchild behind said discussion. And we're going to get deep. I want to hear your opinion, because I don't like a lot of stuff. And I tend to swallow it. I guess I'm a tolerator. Well, I will talk about it when we come forward.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. You may no longer be a husband, but you'll always be a dad. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
1455 Frazee Road, Suite 1050, San Diego, California, 92108. CordellCordell.com.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. South Central Youth Empowered Through Action is the youth component of the impactful CBO, known as the Community Coalition. South Central Youth Empowered Through Action has chapters at almost every South LA high school. Say Yeah, as they are popularly known, is located at 80th and Vermont, but serves young people all over South LA. Under the COCO umbrella, they train youth organizers, help underserved scholars prepare for college, and work with students to help them gain admission to top universities. South Central Youth Empowered Through Action fosters teen activism, where young people have led campaigns moving tens of millions of dollars to South LA schools and forcing officials to make AP classes available to students in under-resourced institutions. SCEL scholars have taken part in the March on Washington, been published in major news outlets, and been elected to city council. Long before she was mayor, Karen Bass started the program when she founded the Community Coalition. To donate, volunteer, or enroll a student in South Central Youth Empowered Through Action, please visit cocsouthla.org. cocsouthla.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
But she don't understand my ways. Arguing days after days after days.
Well, I could do it. See, I done had some fly ones, but they try to get just that. Thought I'd like to chase the cat, but I'm not a dog, goddess who you're looking at. Couldn't have taken that bull crap, it would've caught a jack.
I told her you're the first stringer when the telephone rings. It ain't really nothing but noise. You wanna flip and lose your poise.
Now they quick to flip, but yo, honey, get a grip. You gotta understand, I'm a man with needs that need fulfilling. And if you ain't with it, somebody else is willing. You gotta love me or leave me alone.
You gotta love me or leave me alone. You gotta love me or leave me alone.
You gotta love me or leave me alone. You gotta love me or leave me alone. You gotta love me or leave me alone. You gotta love me or leave me alone. You gotta love me or leave me alone. You gotta love me or leave me alone.
I got this good thing, girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason, back in the heart of Lamert Park. You know, at Tavis Smiley's KBLA Talk 1580, the hottest talk station in the world, basically. I don't think any other talk shows stations are doing what we're doing over here. I don't think it. No. This is a different kind of get down. Yeah. You know what I mean? But Tony, let me ask you this question. This is your question. What is the alternative to accepting someone as they are?
Rejecting them.
But what if you're in a relationship with them? You don't just reject them.
I think when anytime you go into a relationship, the expectation is that you will evolve. But if you're the same person you were when I met you, and you haven't evolved, you haven't changed, you haven't, adapted to this new condition called relationship, then yeah, I don't have to. I fully reject that. I don't need to be a part of that.
But how do you know if they've evolved or not?
I think it's in the way they approach conflict and the way they approach the nuances and the idiosyncrasies that make them uniquely them. Mm-hmm. That should evolve.
Okay.
As you deal with, this in this intimate space with another person. But if you always do what you've always done, then you haven't changed.
Now, I agree with partners being, or significant others or people in relationships being accountability partners.
Sure.
But I don't agree with accountability partners acting like relational police.
Relational police? I don't think
check it. Hey, you're lagging on your your self development.
But we had this conversation. Is that my job?
You dragging your feet now.
We had this conversation before. Is it not my job to monitor and facilitate your road to improvement? I'm here with you. I'm in the passenger seat as you drive on your journey to self-improvement. So am I supposed to keep my mouth shut the whole time? You going too fast. You missed your exit.
No. I like the metaphor. We in the car together.
Okay.
But it's like one of those driving classes.
Yeah. Oh, I got my own steering wheel?
Yeah, you both got a steering wheel.
I'm just saying, you don't know where you go.
You both have a steering wheel.
If you panic, I'm there to,
But I think it's more about, metaphorically speaking.
Yeah.
There's a shared experience, like being in that car.
Sure.
But the path to evolution, to personal growth, is very independent. And listen, you take your hand off your wheel, and you mind my wheel, we're liable to crash.
I don't know if I agree with that, because if that's the case, if we're all in relationships left to our own devices, then your desire to change, willingness to change, motivation to change is all left to you. Then why are we sharing this experience together?
But what if your tools don't fit your partner?
You don't have to use my methodology. You just have to
do what you say.
No,
that's
not what I'm saying.
A little bit low key.
No, not at all. I'm saying that there has to be movement.
So you'd be like, I told you to get going now.
Get going, yeah. You can't stand still. If you're right, if we've been together for 5 years and you are where we were 5 years ago, and you have not changed or evolved, I don't care how you get. Who's the singer that said that?
Maybe
just get there. I don't care how you get there. Get there when you can or whatever.
You finna bet Midler us? Yes. Don't do that. Don't. But all I'm saying is, everybody has their own path. And what we wind up doing in relationships is tolerating each other.
Yes.
We never really get to a space of accepting our partners as they are.
Sure.
Now, all the clinicians I know and all the clinical work that I've studied to craft this topic view acceptance as integral to the cultivation of love in a relationship.
But to what degree? Okay,
I'm
so
just saying. That's all. I mean, just the empirical study.
I'm not arguing whether or not that's true. I guess the word acceptance is where I keep fumbling the ball, because acceptance means that I'm okay with things the way they are. I may not embrace it, I may not enjoy it, I may not like it, but I'm saying it's okay to just continue to be this way.
Oh no, this is deep. Is your partner's inner work any of your business?
Yes.
Ooh.
Come on.
I'm just asking.
This is the nature of this is, to me, when you strip away everything, when you strip away anniversaries, I love yous, kisses, cohabitating, when you strip away everything,
right?
The very nature of a relationship is to allow someone access to the inner sanctum of your soul, of your heart, intimacy. You have the power you're given keys to the control panel, and you get to push buttons that nobody else even has access to.
I disagree.
Really?
You do give access, though.
Okay.
But it's the kind of access you give your CPA to your bank account.
So you still have oversight.
They can see what's there. They can look at your ADP account, but they can't change nothing. See, there is no outside tool.
Yeah.
You can see, though, hey, you need to work on prayer.
Okay.
Right? You need to work on meditation, right? Mindfulness. You can see it, but you on the outside can't change it. And I think if you could, and I'm talking about you, Tony, you would.
I'm feeling personally.
Tony be like, let me just turn this off.
You're not using it. You just wasting energy. Yeah, I got my light bill all hot,
True or false? Self-acceptance and acceptance of your partner are what the end war and return to home looks like. To find a place of composure. Composure and calm allow you to negotiate the changes that are needed with each other without feeling attacked. In other words, when you elevate to a space of self-acceptance and acceptance of your partner, that's the end of the war. The war is when you guys are tolerating each other. It's building up the pressure, the intensity. I'm going to say something this time. You are a I'm going to say something this time, dude, ain't you?
I've let it go for so long. I owe it to you to bring to your attention that which you cannot see.
Okay, and once you bring it to their attention,
then I expect you to start working on it.
Expectations are the root of disappointment.
And that's fine. But understand
so you're trying to be disappointed.
No.
Then just leave then.
I'm not going to just leave. I'm going to give you the opportunity to self-correct. This is an issue, and we have to deal with this issue. But you can't. I guess my problem with the idea of self-acceptance is I don't need to change. I don't need to evolve. I don't need to become better. I'm no longer a work in progress. I accept me for who I am in this moment.
Tony Massey, we've talked about your mechanized thought process.
I do not have
an intimate machine.
A mechanized thought process.
Now, we done discovered your problem. Now, I give you 90 to 180 days.
I'm just saying, how long does it take to fix this? Let's say that I'm an alcoholic. Okay. Are you just going to accept? Is my expectation that my partner accepts that I have a problem with alcohol?
Yes. You know why?
Why?
Alcoholism is a disease.
Okay. But it's curable.
It is once they get proper help, but oftentimes people fall back into it.
Sure.
It is a disease. This is not just, hey, I like fermented pears,
So to what extent is my acceptance also me saying that I'm lowering my standards, where I don't have a desire to be with someone who's healthy?
Wait, hold on. Are you dating a person or a standard?
I think both.
No. Ooh.
If you're not meeting my standard, then I don't think you should be dating that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like this is where I think a lot of people get themselves in trouble. They lower their standards. They don't modify their standards.
Most people don't have well-constructed standards.
I agree.
You're an English major.
I agree.
Most people don't speak clear, good English. You know this.
I agree. And I think that if that is a red or a deal breaker for you, then it should always be. But you sit here listening to this dude just destroy the English language, and you're wondering why he can't conjugate verbs. Well, he never could. And you allowed that.
Most people can't conjugate emotions. Most people can't conjugate wounds.
Then I go back to this. I go back to the conversation we had the other day. Not everyone deserves love. If you're not willing to do the work.
So not everybody deserves a sandwich then?
No, absolutely not. There is a finite.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the Hitler of relationships. What's going on?
You're describing me. You
just
comparing me to Hitler.
You said not everybody deserves a sandwich or love, brother.
No.
Agree or disagree? Acceptance in relationships is finding love, understanding, and appreciating the differences the other person contributes to the partnership. Agree or disagree?
Agree. I don't want to be with me. That would be a very intolerant relationship.
Kinda.
No, I know.
It's sounding a little bit like that.
No. I don't want to be with me. What I want to be with is another work in progress.
Or you want to be with somebody who is like you.
No, I want to be with someone who is motivated to be their best self like me.
Ladies and gentlemen, who's accepting their partner totally and who is simply tolerating? I want to know your thoughts because Tony...
I think you need to walk back that Hitler thing. that hurt.
Is the active tolerating of your partner limited by a time limit for how long you can?
Yes.
1-800-920-1580. We on fire tonight. We going to the phone lines in 2.2 seconds. Me and Tony, you know how we do, back and forth. Now the callers will have their say. When we come forward, they've got a lot to talk about.
You gotta love me, leave me alone. 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 The degree, love hella right, get it right. Either all the above or it ain't true love. I ain't down for a honey who don't wanna submit. Always throwing a fit, wanna talk a lot of shit, but love to get hit from
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Julius White. Here's the latest from the Black Information Network. The White House says House Speaker Kevin McCarthy's bill to raise the debt ceiling would cut the economy off at the knees. Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre cited an analysis by Moody's Analytics.
The Speaker's legislation would increase the odds of a recession, cost 780,000 jobs, weaken the economy, and increase the unemployment rate.
The Speaker's plan includes pairing a package of spending cuts with a one-year debt limit increase. Meantime, President Biden's re-election bid starts now.
This is not a time to be complacent. That's why I'm running for re-election.
He released a video today titled Freedom that outlines his plans to seek another 4-year term. Vice President Kamala Harris will again be his running mate. I'm Julius White on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
Earn your bachelor's, master's, or nursing degree in the classroom or online at Vanguard University. Ranked as a top 10 university in the West by U.S. News & World Report for 12 consecutive years. At Vanguard, your story matters. Visit vanguard.edu to learn more.
Access granted.
In a survey conducted by the public opinion research firm Eviderus, KBLA Talk 1580 consistently emerged as the station of choice for black audiences in the Los Angeles media market and beyond. The survey also revealed that the vast majority of black audiences are concerned about the lack of black-owned media and are more likely to listen to talk radio that focuses on issues that impact the black community. For some reason, the other talk stations haven't quite figured that out.
If you think about KFI, well, KFI only has like a 3% black listenership. 3%. So there's a good 97% out there to support a station like like KBLA.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Congratulations to Grace Memorial Chapel and Funeral Home for being this week's winner of KBLA's Office of the Week. Your office won lunch for 10, delivered by the original Taco Pete. Congratulations to Grace Memorial Chapel and Funeral Home.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminding you that we keep us safe. The Center for the Pacific Asian Family was founded to help address domestic violence and sexual assault in the Asian and the Pacific Islander communities. The Center for the Pacific Asian Family's mission is to build healthy and safe communities by addressing the root causes and consequences of family violence and violence against women. They are committed to meeting the specific cultural and language needs of the Asian and Pacific Islander women and their families. CPAF's vision is of an Asian and Pacific Islander community that embraces healthy relationships and works in partnership with other communities to eradicate all forms of violence. To access services, volunteer, or for more info, visit nurturingchange.org. At KBLA Talk 1580, we believe everyone deserves to be safe. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580 congratulates U.S. Olympic gold medalist and Hall of Famer Jeanette Bolden Pickens, owner of the 27th Street Bakery. 27th Street Bakery sends a huge thank you to the community for all its support during the pandemic, serving the Los Angeles community with their signature sweet potato pie since 1956 and third-generation baker. The goal has never changed. Keep the business thriving for generations to come. Made with the freshest ingredients in each yam peeled by hand, 27th Street Bakery puts the home back in homemade with its signature vanilla added to all its amazing products, pies, cakes, cobblers, tea cakes, and the newest item, creamy sweet potato cheesecake. Call 323-233-3469. That's 323-233-3469. Have your order shipped by visiting 27thstreetbakery.com or stop by 2700 South Central Avenue, Los Angeles, California, 90001, Tuesdays through Saturdays, 8 to 4.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
The rent is too damn high. KBLA joins you in calling for affordable housing. The LA Tenants Union is a diverse, tenant-led movement fighting for the human right to housing for all. The LA Tenants Union demands safe, affordable housing and union rent control. They organize against landlord harassment, mass evictions, and displacement, and mobilize for the repeal of the Ellis Act and Costa-Hawkins Act. The LA Tenants Union is on a mission to strengthen tenants' political power through education, advocacy, and direct action. To get help with your eviction or other landlord-tenant issues, take action for justice, or become a member, visit latenantsunion.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, did you know nacho fries are back at Taco Bell? But they're not going to hang around forever, so don't wait. Or you might miss out on these hot, crisp fries covered in all those bold Mexican spices with delicious nacho cheese sauce. Or wait and just settle for flavorless fries. Regular, bland, spiceless, flavorless, flimsy, non-nacho fries. Just an absolute bummer of a fry.
Nacho fries are back. Get them today, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only while supplies last. Contact local store for hours and participation which vary.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the smooth groove of the voice of reason, Bob James in the background. Even though this is not the version I wanted, this one is quite slaptastic. This is Nautilus, one of the most sampled records in hip-hop.
Really?
Bob James. Everybody sampled it. Everybody. It's at least 200 records. Now, this is what I would like to do. Andy, before I go to the callers, because I'm going to Justin first, but before I go to the callers, Justin out of Chicago, I want to play the clip that we started the show with, because Tony was haggling with parking.
Yeah.
And I want you to hear what this nice young Indian fella had to say about acceptance and relationships.
Okay.
Do you have it? Let's go.
Video is meant for equal relationships like married couples, lovers, or friends. However, most of it can be used in the unequal relationship of the parent and the dependent child. One of the most common yet the deepest piece of wisdom when it comes to relationships is to accept the other person unconditionally, to let them have complete freedom. This idea of accepting the other person unconditionally has been around for ages, but we hardly see anyone doing it because it's really, really hard to do. It definitely works, but reaching that mental state requires solid intention and a great deal of efforts. What does accepting the other person really mean? Briefly, it means the following. You completely accept and welcome all their thoughts, behaviors, habits, personality, etc. You let go of all expectations from them. You also accept their future change or lack of it. They may not change. They may change in a way that you like. They may change in a way that you dislike. Whatever happens, you support them, accept them, and love them unconditionally. Now, those were some big words. Inside, we all kind of expect this from others, but we are unable to do the same. Why? There are a lot of reasons. Today, I'll discuss one such reason. So, a big reason, a big blockage in giving people unconditional freedom is the basic expectations, the bare minimums, the absolute musts that you carry with yourselves. These are the things that you just can't let go of, and they creep into your expectations from others. This is how these bare minimum expectations sound like. At least you should take care of your health. At least respect your mother-in-law. Can you at least pay the bills on time? The only thing I ask of you is wake up on time. At least don't lie. Just do one thing. Fulfill your own promises. Keep your own word. Whatever you do, don't waste food. At least don't fight with me in public. At least don't annoy me intentionally. All I ask is do the normal things which are expected out of a life partner. At least this, at least that. That's the absolute basic. When you say these things to others, you almost wish to convey that if you can't at least do this or that, then you're not even a human. I'm here to tell you that if you want any kind of peace of mind or success in any relationship, you must first drop these at leasts, these bare minimums, these basic expectations completely. You have to let others choose their own bare minimum things that they need to do. Even if their bare minimum values are leading to their death, you need to still accept them. So you can choose people, but you can't decide to change them forcefully. You can always ask this question, whatever this person is bringing into my life, what percentage is positive or good? What percentage is negative or bad? If overall you get more negative consistently, you can leave the person. But overall, if you're getting more positive, say 70% positive, then you can choose to stay with them. And if you choose to stay, then the first step is to absolutely accept the negative 30% as well. And this negative includes all the violations.
See, you're wrong, Tony.
Why? Because he has an Indian accent?
Yes.
Oh, no.
It's the accent.
Oh, is that what it is?
What he said.
That is ridiculous.
No. It is not.
It is.
Because that final piece is about forcing your partner to change.
So I'm not supposed to have minimum standards. That's what it sounds like. He's saying throw away those at least statements.
That's what he said. And
So I'm just supposed to accept any and everybody.
You should have standards for yourself.
But but I should not expect those standards to be mirrored in my partner?
Hold on. Did you hear what he said? If that person is more negative than positive, what should you do?
Leave.
Boom. If that person is 70% positive, what should you do with the 30%?
accept it.
You don't want to.
I cannot. Because if in that 30%...
That's a C to you. It's 70%. You are
It's
your...
a D. In Texas, it's a D.
You are your partner's principal.
No.
Your partner's teacher. That's who you are.
No, that is not... I will not accept that. If in that 30%, my partner doesn't bathe, okay? That's in the 30%. But she has a wonderful disposition.
That's good, though. That's good.
She has
That's a good one.
A wonderful disposition. She cooks, she cleans.
She got the babe.
She's just happy all the time. She's successful. She's beautiful. She just every 3 days, maybe she'll take a shower.
Wait, let's be more realistic.
Okay.
Let's be more realistic. Say she's not very attentive.
Okay.
And she has moments of attentiveness.
Right.
And that's more realistic,
Okay.
right? Because we live in this hypersonic, kind of culture where everybody's on their phone, she's distracted.
Okay.
Right? And she doesn't reciprocate.
Okay.
So if you text, she don't text
She
you
don't
back.
text me back. Yeah.
Or if you say, "Hey, how you doing? I hope you're well," and then you don't get a text back, you might get a call back. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a call 8 hours later, maybe a call the next day or something like that. This is a bit more common, right?
Okay.
Or maybe she shows more enthusiasm for people, television shows or things she likes or
Right.
whatever than she does for your purpose
Right.
and what you're doing.
Right.
And maybe that's something that is unaware to her. Do you see how acceptance is related to self-awareness?
Okay. So once I bring that to your attention, that you're doing these things, and I don't like it, and it does not fulfill me as your partner.
What you gonna do, Tony?
Are you going to change?
No, I'm asking you, what you gonna do?
I'm going to encourage you to love me in the way that I want to be loved.
But is it gonna be encouraging, Tony?
It is. Yeah. This is what
Give us an example. Tony gonna be like, listen here now.
No, that is not true. You're
Anything that
mischaracterizing
starts
me.
with listen here.
Yo.
I want you to listen here now. You understand?
Now put the rules on the refrigerator.
You understand?
No, that is not the way I deal with my partner. I will come to my partner and say, listen, these are some of the things that I require in order to experience the emotion of love. But you're not doing those things. And I'm asking you, are you willing to try to do those things?
And then what if they just kind of ignore what you're saying?
Then you're making it very...
When I say ignore, that's a bad word. Maybe they don't have the words, so they resist talking.
Are you? You don't have to. We don't have to have a conversation about it. Are you going to change? Are you going to start doing the things that being more aware of my presence and texting me back and calling me and doing the things that I need in order to experience love? If you tell me yes and you don't do those things, then at least there's a desire to change. But if you tell me that's not who I am, if that's what you want, if you want a text backer, if you want someone that's going to call you,
you don't accept that.
Why should I have to?
But what if you're already in love?
Am I though?
Ooh.
Am I?
When we come forward, Justin from Chicago, you got to get in here and help this man. This man is in trouble. When we come forward,
Justin.
we've got a lot to talk about.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
This just added to the National Recording Registry. Stick around to find out what queen is getting her flowers. Maisha Cairo here with your K-Black Minute News, brought to you by Lendistry. If you guessed Queen Latifah, you guessed right. What is the National Recording Registry? Well, since 1850, the U.S. Library of Congress adds notable recordings to the registry each year. This year, 1980s staple songs like Sweet Dreams Are Made of This and Like a Virgin by Madonna, the Synchronicity album by The Police, the Flashdance theme song, the theme from Super Mario, yep, the video game, and Queen Latifah's full All Hail the Queen album. In total, the registry has upwards of over 600 songs.
Thanks to our new sponsor, Lendistry. Lendistry is a national Black-led small business lender that is headquartered in Los Angeles. Lendistry helps small business owners access the affordable capital needed to grow. Visit Lendistry, LENDISTRY.com/KBLA today.
Are you between 18 and 26 years old and trying to find out how you're supposed to make all this work? If you've said, I need a job and some transportation, rent, it's so high. Food too. There's childcare and I need to go back to school. I need to transform my life. Well, help is on the way. Transform Your Life Day is coming Saturday, April 29th at San Manuel Stadium. It's a shopping mall of free community services where you can talk with programs and even enroll right on the spot. It's free help for young adults to get you started on meaningful careers, finish up your diploma or your college degree. There's help with finding housing, transportation, food, and childcare. Plus, you get a free ticket to the 66ers game, free parking along with prizes. Get there early for free food. Reserve your free space today at ccc.ca.gov. That's ccc.ca.gov. ccc.ca.gov.
Thanks to our new sponsor, Lendistry. Lendistry is a national Black-led small business lender that is headquartered in Los Angeles. Lendistry helps small business owners access the affordable capital needed to grow. Visit Lendistry, LENDISTRY.com/KBLA today.
Hey, Dad, how do airplanes fly? What's in this box? Is this tree good for climbing? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
You know you want some more. More. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
That's the original.
Oh, that was.
This is the original.
Oh, wow.
Bob James.
That's funky.
Nautilus. Run DMC, Eric B. and Rakim, Nas. Everybody sampled this. Great record, Nautilus by Bob James, jazz pianist. True or false? Some couples resist the idea of acceptance because it feels like they're giving something up or giving in. But it doesn't mean you ignore what the problems are or you don't try to improve your situation. And this is particularly true in abusive situations. So again, acceptance, right? They're simply saying you don't accept an abusive situation.
Sure.
But what they're also saying is, in acceptance, there is allowance. Hey, you know what? This is where we are today, but this is not where we intend to stay. Now, I'm going to do my part.
Right.
I'm going to need you to do your part. And I accept you for who you are in this moment, but we need more from each other.
But by the time my eye healed, you can't be hitting me no more.
Here we go.
It's ridiculous. No, I don't accept that you are abusing me. I don't accept that you're an abusive person.
That's what it says.
That's ridiculous. Come on,
No,
Zoe.
it says you don't accept people in an abusive situation. That's what this says, right?
No, that's not what you said that. It sounded like what you were.
Here it is again.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Couples resist the idea of acceptance because it feels like giving up or giving in. But it doesn't mean you ignore problems or don't try to improve your situation. And this is particularly true with abusive situations.
Okay, keep reading.
That's what it said.
No, keep reading. That's
it.
What's the next sentence?
That is it.
You read more than that.
Would you like to read it?
No,
yourself?
I believe you.
Okay, cool.
It sounded to me like you were saying
so,
that
so
as
look
long
at
as they're working on it.
I see what's going on.
You accept them for where they are now, but this is not where you want them to be in the future.
So you want to go there?
No, I'm saying that.
So is that what you want to do?
If I accept you for where you are now, what guarantees do I have that you are not going to be in the same place in the future? I've accepted it.
So watch this. Benjamin Carney out of UCLA,
Okay.
relationship scientist, wrote an amazing book, 800-page book called Intimate Relationships. It's the textbook for his class at UCLA.
Okay.
Okay? He's a relationship scientist. He's originally from the University of Florida, but he's been at UCLA for many years now. Do you know that violence, domestic violence, intimate partner violence, IPV, CCV, common couple violence, do you know that these are not indicators for a relationship ending? I.e., Ray Rice. Did you know that?
No.
In other words,
Nor do I accept that.
What I'm saying is domestic violence is in tiers. It's classified in tiers. You have common couple violence. The reason why it's called common couple violence is because it's common. You have IPV, intimate partner violence. And then you have the OJ styled violence. Right. And that's called IT, intimate terrorism. Now, what the lower tiers, which can still kill, by the way, the lower tiers, IPV and CCV, common couple violence and intimate partner violence, scientists, relationship scientists say those types of relationships can be healed through therapy. The other kind gets resolved through prison, police, the low speed chase on the 405.
If you hit me, you can go to all the therapy you want. But I'm not going to be here when you get home.
I'm just saying we have this warped view of domestic violence.
I don't think we do, Zoe.
No,
I think if you hit someone,
we don't have enough information. Do you know who's the most
my
violent?
black eye is all the information you need.
According to the data, do you know who's the most violent gender?
I would guess women.
Women.
Yeah, definitely.
And their violence is categorized as moderate because they're not as big or as strong as we are. According to the Conflict Tactics Survey.
Right.
Now, a lot of people don't like to use the Conflict Tactics Survey because it does make women look more violent than men. But moderate violence is categorized as spitting, kicking, pushing, throwing things, slapping.
Yeah, all of which are deal breakers.
So what happens with a man, when men pop off, they tend to break women when they get violent.
Sure.
Do you see?
Yeah, it looks worse.
It's worse.
Yeah. I
right? Because it's so again, they're saying if you're in a situation that is abusive, meaning it's recurring, acceptance is not on the table.
But if it happens one time, then there's hope for you.
If your wife slapped you,
it's
out.
Over. Yes. You don't put your hands on me. Yes. And if that makes me a horrible person, then I embrace it. Yes.
Okay, let's get our
what's old girl from What's Love? You only had to hit me once, Ike.
One time.
Yeah.
Listen here,
I'm
Tina.
not taking years of abuse because you promise you go change. No, I'm not doing that.
Listen here, Tina. That's it.
No.
You slapped me one time.
One time.
Ike is out.
I'm out.
All right, let me get Justin in here. Justin, Chicago, Illinois, our first caller of the night. Get in here.
Hey, what's going on, gentlemen? How you doing tonight?
Man, we turned up, as you can see, man. You know how we do.
can
Me and
tell.
Tony, man.
And I'm the bad guy.
Crazy.
What are your thoughts on tonight's topic, brother?
Well, that there Indian feller, he knew exactly what he was talking about, I'd say. That Indian feller was real smart. I don't know where to start, honestly. Where should we start?
Have you been listening to the show?
I've been listening. That's the problem. That's the problem, is that I was listening.
So, Justin, we're talking about, is it a good thing to unconditionally accept your partner? Acceptance. I accept you for who you are. I love you for who you are. And whatever you got going on, whatever issues you may have going on, I'm here to be your companion as you work through them.
Just the way you are.
As long as that's mutual, that's beautiful. That's the kind of relationship that I have. I say my best friend because I'm an idiot, but I'm afraid of commitment, But that's the kind of relationship that we have. We accept each other fully. She accepts me, and I'm a handful, and she accepts me, and it's good. And we both come from relationships that were, not optimal. And I'm definitely.
So you telling me your woman accepts you fully?
Oh yeah.
She doesn't want you to change. She hasn't encouraged you to change.
No, she wants me to change. She wants me to change into ways. She wants me to change in ways that are like the ways that I want to change into. Like she wants me to change into ways that are healthy for me. She wants me to build.
Right.
She doesn't want
Wait, Justin. Back to this question. True or false, some couples resist the idea of acceptance because it feels like giving up or giving in. But it doesn't mean you ignore problems or don't try to improve your situation. And this is particularly true with abusive situations. So again, sounds like you're actually living this life, Justin, meaning your woman accepts you, yet at the same time encourages you to get better.
Exactly.
Tony don't believe this.
And what and what are the consequences if you do not get better?
Why they got to be consequences, Tony?
Because without consequence, there is no change.
My consequences, if I don't, the worst thing that they can do to me right now is put me behind bars for 4 years. That's the worst thing they can do.
Hey, Justin, what you doing? You trying to incriminate? What are you doing? When we come forward, we gonna talk to Justin some more. Justin, I bet not hear no abuse out you, man.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Julius White. Here's the latest from the Black Information